Yo, it's me. It's your boy Straight Cash coming to you guys today with another video of those three flamers, WNBA edition. Man, oh man, oh man, we are here. And as always, comment, like, subscribe, share this video as we continue to grow the Cash fam and just continue to grow overall. And also, man, if you guys know any females or, whoever that hair is looking bad and, need them eyelashes and stuff like that, told a couple people that I would shout out their website at Ready to Go Hair and Supplies. It's a brand new online hair store that's been open about a month now. And if you guys know anybody that needs that good virgin human hair, and those new mink eyelashes, definitely have them check them out online. Their website is READY 2 and then GOHAIR.com. And Ready to Go Hair and Supplies, and their website readytogohair.com. Females that I've talked to, my wife included, do their business there, and they said that it's definitely good prices for the product. So definitely check them out and have your peoples check them out. But back to what I told them, I'll give them a quick shout out. So back to what you came here for, and that's those flamers, man. And boy, do I have a flamers for y'all today. And I'm gonna give you guys my two sleeper picks that you can incorporate into your lineup, and their lineup save their money savers, salary savers as well, to let you fill the rest of your lineups up the way that you want to if you don't like the other pieces that I'm giving you here. But yeah, man, let's get into it. First up, man, y'all know I like Enrique, man. Enrique. I don't know how to say her last name, so I don't. Enrique Umguale. I love her, man. She is Shorty is definitely a baller, and she has been balling. They trust her. They're giving her the minutes, and she definitely needs to be put in your lineup today. I think she will be on to get you where you need to go. If you look at the DVP versus New York, man, for that guard position, man, they pretty much do what they want. Everybody has been over a fantasy point per minute, scoring, against this position, playing New York. So I think that if she's gonna do her thing, it's gonna be today. She's played them one time this season. She got 31 minutes. She did a 24. I think she does well above that today. She is one of the only guard. The only other guard is Chelsea Gray. And Chelsea Gray, her minutes have dropped, and she hasn't really been doing much with the minutes that she's been getting. Period. Even when she was getting higher minutes, and yeah, man, I just think Miss Umguale will be definitely the one to pick on in this matchup. She played them once already, and she's not used to being a starter, but she's the starter right now with their other point guard out, Miss Diggins being out. And they're leaning on her heavy like they would lean on Miss Diggins. And, I definitely think, as you can see, New York is giving up 33.5 fantasy point per minute per game to a G1 starter. And she is that G1 now that Miss Diggins is out. And they're giving up 5.3 assists to G1 starters and 6.2 field goals a game. So, definitely I think that she should be open, for business, and should definitely do what she needs to do. And now that she's acclimated with the amount of minutes that they've been giving her, knowing that they've been leaning on her so much, that that she should be okay, and she should definitely do her thing. And I think we should see a ceiling game this game right here. So I say lock her in and forget about it. Next up, Miss Chelsea Gray, man. Miss Chelsea Gray, I like her, man. She's been balling out. She's been getting, 30s, low 30s to the high 30s. And she's been getting 20, anywhere from 24, I would say, to 50 would be her ceiling. I don't really see her dropping low, under that. She's over a fantasy point. I mean, she's about a fantasy point per minute player against this team, and sometimes she gets over. She's had a few games the years back where she's dropped under that fantasy point per minute or over type player, but ever since those games she's been about a fantasy point per minute and over. If you look at the DVP, I know it's kind of scary, but you got Miss Ongwale. She was getting used to the lineup. Miss Jordan Cannon, I don't know what's been up with her this season, but she just hasn't been balling, man. And then you could tell with both of her stats in these games, she got 15 minutes one game and only got 10 fantasy points. She got 29 minutes and got 13.50, so that's still bad. You got Miss Odyssey Sims. She did 34, got you 26.75. And you got Miss Christy Tolliver, who did over a fantasy point per minute. Did 30 minutes and got you 32.50. So I'd say lock her in. If you look at Miss Chelsea Gray, like I said, she's about, over a fantasy point per minute player ever since those last few games where she's went out. But next up, last but certainly not least, Miss Tina Charles, man. Miss Tina Charles has been balling out with the minutes that she's been getting. She's been in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perfect lineups. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 perfect lineups this season alone. And she's about a fantasy point per minute, if not over a fantasy point per minute player against this squad. And she's only had 2 below 30 fantasy point games against this Dallas squad. And that's when they had Miss Cambage. So she's, been doing her thing to them even when they had Miss Cambage. She was even in a perfect lineup against them when they had Miss Cambage. 37 to 37, and she did 37 minutes and got you a 57. She hasn't had under a 30-point game since 2015. 2014, she got you 35, got you 42. So I say lock her in. They got her at about being 20% on. I just I would have expected her to be way higher than that. So if we could get her at 20%, that's still a steal at this price. She should be one of those players that should be up there with Miss Cambage and them at 10,000 and stuff like that, but they still got her at 88. So as long as she's under 10,000, I'm a player. And putting up those numbers and that type of production, and it's not a fluke, because if you look at her numbers this season anyway against other teams, like I said, she's been in 8 perfect lineups, lock her in. And here's my super sleeper plays that I'm going to give you guys for the day that they definitely going to be low on, and they're going to be sleepers. These people get minutes, even if it's a blowout, even if it's not a blowout, they're going to get minutes. If it's a close game, but they usually go low on because they really don't do much against certain teams, but certain teams, they do much against. So first up, we're going to go with Miss Rashonda Gray. If you look at her, she's been getting up and down 12 to, I want to say about 30 minutes this season. In each game, damn near, she's always there. 14 got you a 20, 21 got you a 27, 15 got you a 23. Over a fantasy point per minute whenever she plays. And if you look at her against Dallas, she pretty much does what she wants. She's a fantasy point per minute, if not over a fantasy point per minute player. She has a few where she got zeros. One when she played 5 and got 5, but she was only getting 5 and 4 minutes. And then when she got that 5 minutes, she got 5. When she played 4, she got 0. Played 4, she got 0. Played 29, she got 40. And played 34 and got you 34. So with that being said, lock her in, I say, because she's getting those minutes. I definitely think she's going to get those minutes. It's always sort of a close game or a blowout when it comes to these. And either way, out of those two, she's going to get the minutes. Next up is Gustafsson. Miss Gustafsson. Gustafsson. However you say it, Gustafsson. However, I don't know. She got minutes last game. It was a blowout, 86-54. She played 16 minutes, got to a 23. When they play New York, it's a close game. She got 7. She did 7, got to 11. So she's gonna get you double the points of whatever her minutes is. So you just gotta hope that she gets. If she gets 20, we might see a 40. You know. So with that being said, she played 7, got through 14. She almost got double. They don't have a DVP set out yet, but definitely is a super sleeper GPP play. And I feel as though that we should definitely, she should definitely get some run today, especially after that performance she did last time and last game, and where she got 16 minutes and did the 23. I definitely expect them to give her some more run. And if they check stats like we do here in the fantasy world, they should definitely see that if they go back, she played 7 and got 11 fantasy points. That means she did production. She had 2 made field goals, 3 field goal attempts, 4 rebounds in 7 minutes. So that's definitely a lot of production for the time that she's on that court. But yeah, man, I pretty much built the lineup for you. And my subscription expired. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and renew my subscription. I changed credit cards and all that, so I gotta put the new one in. I forgot to do that. I was gonna do that after the video, but I didn't think it was gonna do that. But anyway, man, yeah, those are my players. Lock them in, and hopefully I see you guys in the green. If you guys, like what you see, put some more in. Do use your optimizer. If you don't like what you see, take them out, put some more in, use your gut, do your own research as always. It's your boy Straight Cash, man, signing out. Check out that Ready to Go Hair, man, readytogohair.com. Get my people some business, man. They good people. And yeah, I'll be leaving their website down in the comments. Down in the the description of this video. As always, we got lineups on deck 2 for 5. You guys haven't been messing with me on that, so I guess you're pretty much good. Hey, man, I'm not here to force nothing on you. Yeah. Hopefully I see you guys in the green. Let's get this money. It's your boy Straight Cash signing out. Keep cashing, DFS.